Why are human meds bad for your pet? Where can you go if you suspect that your pet has been exposed to a toxin? Dr. Langlois of the PVMA explains this and more in his penultimate tip during Pet Poison Prevention Week.
You know, there's a saying out there in the vet profession that cats, like little Phoenix here, are not small dogs. And that's to remind us, of course, that, when treating a cat, we can't always treat it the same way that we would a dog. Their systems are different, their drug tolerances are different, things of that nature. It's also kind of true if we were to say that cats and dogs are not small humans. And that is to remind us all that human medication should never ever really be used on pets unless your veterinarian gives the explicit okay. And we see it a lot of times with a lot of the non-steroidal anti-inflammatories such as Aleve, ibuprofen, things like that, that are given to pets because people, feel that, well, it helps me when my joints hurt, so it's got to be okay for my animal as well. And that is just not true. Any over-the-counter medication, any human prescription medication that you may have should be kept completely away from pets. And if you are going to give something like aspirin or things like that, that can be okay for pets, you want to make sure that you do it only under your veterinarian's supervision. That is the most important thing. There are certain drugs that are over-the-counter for humans that we can use in animals, but you can only get that information from your veterinarian. Things like Aleve, things like ibuprofen can cause fatal liver issues and gastrointestinal issues and kidney issues in your dog or cat. So please, 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 we see this every year and we don't need to. Do not give any over-the-counter medications or human prescription medications to your cat or dog without the expressed written consent of your local and trusted veterinarian. The other thing I'm going to touch on real quick on this pet poison prevention week-o-thon of tips is there are a couple of places you can contact if you are concerned about your pet potentially coming into contact with a toxin or a poison or something like that. And they are the ASPCA Poison Control Hotline, and you'll see their number floating across the bottom of the screen right now. They are a wonderful resource. They are staffed by boarded toxicologists who have all the information that's out there, as well as the Pet Poison Helpline, which is sort of the same thing. And again, you can see their info along the bottom of the screen right now. Both of those groups are great. A lot of us as veterinarians will actually call those up if we do have a question about a potential toxin exposure. So you may need to call them yourselves. Remember, there will be a slight fee for that, but it is well worth the money invested. And if you do have to call them, again, make sure that you have the label, the dose, and the type of toxin or medication that you're worried about when it comes to your furry friend. We are going to end up Pet Poison Prevention Week tomorrow with probably one of the newest and most emerging things that you need to be aware of to keep your pets safe. We'll see you then.
For more information on how to keep your pets safe and free from any kind of toxin exposure, don't go to Dr. Google. Go to the trusted source, PAVMA.org.